Hey guys, in our last video, we took this all-electric Ford Lightning and saw how far it can tow a 6,000-pound trailer. And the answer was not good.
Hey Andre, things are not looking good in the Lightning.
Oh no, what's going on?
Well, we are down to 21% state of charge. And we've gone 70.5 miles.
It only towed about, 100 miles before we had to recharge it. And about 1.3 million of you watched that video, and the comments were, mainly negative. EVs are garbage. This just goes to show you the leftist idea of utopia. Just carry a gas generator. Time is money, and so on and so forth. Basically, it proved to a lot of people that electric vehicles are not ready for prime time. So we thought to ourselves, we have a person on staff who is a Chevy fan, who hates technology, and who loves diesel. So, what better way to figure out if electric trucks are ready for prime time than to hand over the keys to the Lightning to our man David, whose idea of a new truck is a 30-year-old Cummins.
This is the first time I've ever driven an electric anything. Well, I did drive a golf cart one time at the golf course.
This is better.
This is better than the golf cart.
This is
Better than
better.
the golf carts. And it goes farther too.
I bet it's a lot faster than a golf cart.
It's a lot faster than a golf cart.
We want to give a big thank you to Magna International for sponsoring this video and this Magna Minute. Who is Magna? They're one of the biggest developers of leading-edge automotive and truck tech in the world. They also manufacture everything from complete vehicles for the likes of Mercedes-Benz and Toyota to critical parts such as the four-wheel drive transfer case on our new Chevy Silverado ZR2. And it's not just drivetrain parts. You can also find Magna engineering behind the clever third-row seats for Chrysler minivans. They even built the battery housings for the new GMC Hummer EV and our new Ford F-150 Lightning pickup, the one you're watching now. It's shocking just how much Magna design goes into the cars and trucks you drive every day. Go see the power of Magna for yourself by clicking on the link below in the description and checking out Magna's YouTube channel. There you can get a real glimpse into the future of automotive.
I'm curious to see what you think of kind of the dynamics of it, right?
Okay.
You're a diesel truck guy, so I want to see if you like the torque. I want to see if you like the ride. I want to see if you like the performance. See, kind of get your opinion of what an electric truck.
Well, David is also a big block V8 man. Aren't you, David?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, it's either a diesel straight six or a V8. That's all we have around my house. So, yeah, no electric cars at my house, not yet anyway. I'm not opposed to electric anything, actually. I kind of like the idea.
Well, locomotives have been electric for a while.
Well, see, there's the perfect combination right there. We had a little diesel motor that powered your electric truck.
Yeah.
But I know it's probably way too expensive, right?
It'd probably be very expensive. Then
Yeah.
you've got two powertrains.
All right,
That would be the perfect.
Are you going to
truck.
launch it on this side road?
Don't launch it.
Here's my impression. I let off the accelerator and it stops.
Yeah, you can turn that off. Do you want to turn that off?
Oh, it'll keep going. It'll just keep going, just like a regular vehicle.
Yeah. That's called one-pedal driving.
Let me show you. So
Okay.
hit the little on the top left. See the truck symbol.
The truck,
Hit
okay.
that. Okay. Now wait a second. Scroll up in the main screen on the right. No, on the main screen.
Yep.
And you see one pedal drive?
Okay.
Blue thing?
There you go.
There, you just turned it off.
Oh, so now if I let off on it,
Yep. It'll just roll. Well, you're going up the hill.
You're going up a hill.
okay, gotcha.
Try it when you
Okay.
try letting off when you're
All
going
right.
down the road.
Now I live on a dirt road,
Yeah.
and I'll get a pretty good impression about its ride here.
So load
pretty
off the
quick.
pedal now. Is it going to
Okay.
stop?
No, it's doing
It's not
just
stopping.
It's doing just what my V8 would do.
Yep.
It's just easily gliding down the road with no accelerator.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, it's just however you want to drive it. If you like one pedal, turn it on. If you don't like one pedal, don't turn it on.
Okay. So, am I in four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive?
You're always four-wheel drive.
You're always all-wheel drive.
Always.
It just decides for you.
And the other cool thing about this is you see the screen you're in.
Yeah?
Look at below the one-pedal drive. Look what you got there. Don't turn it on. With
Okay.
locking diff, you have a locking diff.
Oh, sweet.
And that's a mechanical locker, not a electronic.
rear, yeah.
In the rear.
So can I not drift in this truck?
You could try, but
Yeah.
please don't break it because we need to take it to Alaska.
Oh, okay.
But it's cool that it has a locking diff that's mechanical, right?
Yeah.
that there's no software there. There's actual mechanical connection that creates, 50-50 weight
Right.
power split, I mean.
But I'm used to, when I leave, every day when I leave home, I usually drift around this corner up here.
Oh, okay, so
So-
because you're not rear-wheel drive right now, so it may be harder for you to do that.
Okay. I'm a little reluctant to try because I'm afraid I'll just go right off the road. But
Yeah, you don't want to hit a cow.
whoa! Holy smokes! Wow.
Well, goose it a little bit more. Goose it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a little different than my V8.
Yeah, there's no turbo back.
Holy cow!
And in electric cars, sometimes the manufacturer puts a smaller motor in the front and a bigger motor in the rear.
Ford does not.
Ford does not. They put the same size motor in the front and the rear. Don't ask me why.
So David, what you have here, you have a 580 total horsepower
Yikes!
And 775
and 75 pound-feet of torque. And by the way, it's not identical. They tune each torque to each motor, front and rear, depending on what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that right off the bat, it does have good, smooth throttle response. I mean, even when you're not trying to lay a patch, it feels much like a gas-powered, 4-speed transmission. So I like that. The hybrid, on the other hand, the other hybrid that I drove yesterday, it seemed like the pedal, when you pushed it down, it didn't really know if it wanted to be in electric or in gas for just that split second, depending on how hard you pushed it. And this one is just smooth. I mean, it is like nothing is slowing it down or stopping it at all.
Yeah, when you get to a straightaway, just stop and then floor it. So you
Wow.
can see what kind of... This is with 4 people on the truck, right?
Four people, and
Yeah.
it's a heavy truck.
It's a heavy truck. It's 6,800 pounds.
And honestly, you feel like you're gliding. Except for when it senses I'm going over the double yellow line. And
You can turn that off too. There's a little
Yeah.
button. There's a little button on the left of the steering wheel. You see the one that looks like? Move your thumb. Put your thumb.
this one?
No, down to your
the
right.
right?
To the right.
To the right.
Up. That one.
That
Yeah,
one.
That one.
That one
Turn
right there.
Hit it. You just turned it off.
Nice. So
Now you
now you're free.
Now you're free.
Oh yeah, now I don't have that ugly sensation that
Yep.
the steering wheels that my...
Well, because this also
Alignment
has
is
Blue
out.
Cruise, David, so it'll drive for you on the interstate.
Or
Yeah.
or not, depending on
Or
what
not.
Yeah. I mean, that is just like smooth acceleration.
It's just effortless power, isn't it?
incredible.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
Yeah, you missed the sound of the big V8, right? We had the TRX, and the TRX would do something very similar, and you had that kind of
Drama, right?
drama, yeah,
Yeah.
that oral sound of like the supercharger and the air induction, and of course that incredible Hemi. But this is fun too in a different way, right? It's not better, it's not worse. It's just different.
What do you think?
Well, I love the feeling. Yeah. I mean,
So-
it's a calm. It's a calm feeling.
Yeah,
right?
it's like left brain versus right brain,
Yeah.
right? It's like your head instead of your heart.
Right. It is soothing. I'll say that.
And here's what I've been thinking about, David. Let's say you're a big block Chevy V8, right? The revs have to build. The revs have to build. Then the torque converter has to take over. Then the transmission has to send the power. Then the drive shaft takes the power. Then the power goes to the wheels. But here, the motor is much closer to the wheel. So
Yeah.
there's no those connectors that connecting it. So you're getting a little bit smoother, just
Yeah.
delivery.
Good point, Andre.
It's just basically a motor with an armature that's just spinning.
Yeah.
And there's no other gears that are changing, shifting, moving. It's just a motor that's spinning, just like your fan that's keeping you cool at
Yeah,
night.
it just sends you down the road. Just
Yeah.
sends you.
Yeah, I won't tell you how fast I got right there. But it was like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and I was way too fast.
And yeah, let's face it, trucks aren't about acceleration, right?
No.
No, but it's fun. And the other thing that's fun about this is it's incredibly quiet in here, right? You feel like
Yeah.
there's no engine noise, there's no tire noise, and we've got these big old off-road tires, and yet it's still incredibly quiet. So, like on the plus side, I would say quiet, effortless power, tons of torque. Frunk, I love the frunk, right? Because if you're going to pick somebody at the airport and it's raining, you don't want to throw their stuff in the bed. You can also keep stuff that's out of sight, out of mind, so it doesn't get stolen. There's a lot of plus sides. On the downside, of course, it's very expensive. $81,000. Even the base one at $40,000 isn't cheap. Obviously, you've got range issues, especially when towing.
When towing, yes, definitely.
Definitely, bad range issues when towing. Then you've got the problem of, where do you fill up, right? There's gas stations on every corner, and we found that the public electrification network is just, hit and miss, and that's being kind. So,
and then it takes time to charge.
And then it takes a long, how much is your time worth? It takes a lot more to charge. But the upside is your house can be your gas station. If you don't ever have to charge, you plug it in at night, and then you've got a truck good to go 300 miles. And let's face it, most of us don't drive more than 300 unless we're road tripping. So it's a mixed bag. But in general, in my mind at least, the pluses outweigh the minuses. But I'll be curious to see if you think that's true, and if I think that's true after driving it all the way to Alaska.
Yeah, I mean, already I feel very confident. It has very precise steering. Of course, it just glides like you're on water, like on a smooth lake that, Andre's ski boat going across, and his wife is just like humming back and forth on her water skis. That's what it feels like in this thing.
I think Ford got the suspension right. I think, they went away from a solid axle and they went to independent front and rear, and I think it's paying dividends for them.
Yeah, confident, calming, smooth. That's what my impressions are. And I feel pretty badass around.
Well, you're the only Lightning in this parking lot.
I think you're the only Lightning in Loveland, if not in much of northern Colorado. Now in the next video, we're going to actually take it to the next level. We're going to see if an electric truck is as good as a diesel truck. Keep in mind we have a brand new Ram 2500 Cummins. By taking this and doing a head-to-head tow-off up the Ike Gauntlet. So you'll be sure to want to stay tuned for that, because if you thought the comments were negative when we first did the range test, I can't wait to see those comments. As always, this is Roman saying thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Ciao.
Tommy just mentioned on the radio that there are issues. Big surprise, mileage is going to be a problem. We expected this, however, it was a lot less than anticipated. He's kind of screwed. Hey, funny point, if those trailers were carrying a generator, because a lot of trailers do, he could, in theory, pull off the side and use the generator to charge up. But can you imagine how long it would take him to charge on 110?